The house still smelled the same. Ink, oil, paper that had absorbed decades of other people's words. I noticed it every morning, the way you notice your own breathing only when something reminds you it exists. He had wrinkled his nose at it once. Your house smells like ink and old paper. I can't bring clients here. He said it the way someone comments on the weather. Annoyed, temporary, not meant to wound. I remember standing in the doorway behind him, watching his tailored coat catch the light, watching him decide he had outgrown the rooms that raised him. I didn't argue. I never argued with him. By then I had learned that my role in his life worked best when it stayed invisible. I raised him because someone had to. His mother, my sister, used to say I had a talent for order. Bills paid on time. Shoes replaced before they split. Forms signed before deadlines. Love, for me, was administrative. It didn't look impressive, but it kept things from falling apart. When he left, the house stayed full. Machines hummed downstairs. Contracts moved across my desk. Employees knocked before entering, even though I told them they didn't need to. The work never asked whether it was welcome. It only asked to be done. 15 years passed like that. Not dramatically, just quietly as policies change when no one is paying attention. I sent one letter. No response. After that, I stopped. Absence can become a kind of agreement if you let it. When I sold the company, it was clean. No champagne. No speeches. Just signatures and a wire transfer that arrived exactly when promised. $94 million looks identical to $94 on paper if you don't stare at it too long. I stayed in the same house. So when the knock came, it felt like a mistake at first. No one knocked anymore. They called, or emailed, or sent assistants. He looked thinner, tired in a way that had nothing to do with age. The confidence was still there, but it had cracks now, like something lacquered too many times. "Uncle Frank," he said, already stepping inside. The smell reached him before I said a word. I watched his face register it, recalibrate, decide not to mention it. He didn't sit until I gestured. "I lost everything," he said, not as confession, as summary. "The firm collapsed. Bad partners. Timing. I just need 40,000 to stabilize. You're all I have. All I have." The phrase landed strangely, like a compliment delivered to the wrong person. I nodded. Not agreement, just acknowledgement. I let him talk. He filled the space eagerly, numbers and names tumbling over one another. None of them apologies, none of them thanks. When he finished, I smiled. Surprised him. People often mistake calm for softness. "I can help," I said. Relief rushed through him too quickly. He had already spent the money in his head. I stood and went to the study. When I returned, I wasn't alone. My attorney followed, professional, courteous, carrying a thin folder. The shift in the room was immediate. Authority doesn't announce itself. It just arrives and rearranges the air. "This will be straightforward," my attorney said, sitting. "We've prepared a short agreement." My nephew frowned. Agreement. I slid the folder across the table. Inside were terms. Not a gift. A loan modestly structured. Funds released directly to creditors, not to him. Mandatory financial counseling. A lien against future earnings. Missed payments converting assistance into employment, on my terms, at my company's remaining facilities. He read more slowly now. "This is a lot," he said. "It's $40,000, I replied. "And accountability." He looked up at me then, really looked as if trying to locate the version of me he remembered. The man who paid quietly, fixed things without comment, absorbed inconvenience without protest. "This isn't what I thought you'd do," he said. "I know," I said, and meant it. For a moment I thought he might refuse. Pride still flickered there. But desperation is louder than pride when it has bills to pay. He signed. When he left, the house settled back into itself. The machines downstairs started up again, their steady rhythm unchanged. Ink and paper did what they always had. Held weight, left marks, told the truth slowly. I didn't feel victorious, just intact. Some lessons don't arrive as punishment. They arrive as structure, late but unavoidable, and you either stand inside them or you don't.